Every person reaches a breaking point. That moment when comfort calls louder than purpose, when fear whispers louder than faith. But the truth is, progress demands honesty, and honesty begins where excuses end. The world doesn't pause for hesitation or reward those who wait for the right time. It moves for those who move, for those who act even when it hurts, even when no one claps. Somewhere inside you is a voice that's tired of the same story, tired of stopping, tired of almost. That voice is calling for change. It's asking you to rise above your limits, to trade hesitation for hunger, comfort for courage, and doubt for action. This moment, right here, right now, is the doorway to your transformation. Walk through it. All excuses are lies. In this life, you can build reasons or build results. You can choose excuses or create accomplishments. You can spend time blaming, or you can focus on finding solutions. The decision rests in your hands. Satisfaction or sorrow, you get to choose. No more excuses. No more, "I'll start tomorrow." No more, "just this once." No more surrendering to weakness or taking the easiest road. No more waiting for the stars to align. No more hesitation. No more deception. The time for strength is now. Through willpower, focus, and relentless discipline, you will become who you were meant to be. There's something powerful inside you that knows the most reliable hand in the world is your own. That voice reminds you to rise higher because the bottom is crowded. You are cut from a different cloth. You are meant for greatness. So stop complaining. Stop quitting. No more retreating. What will fuel you to climb that mountain? What will drive you to rise beyond that illness, that debt, that heartbreak, that failure? What will ignite your fire to keep pushing when life hits hard? You can win. No step is too small. Forward is forward. Keep moving every single day, no matter what. This is about taking action beyond emotion. These moments test your endurance, your grit, your focus, your strength, and your spirit. Right when everything in you wants to stop, that's the moment to execute. Stop reasoning with your feelings. Stop debating with your doubts. Just act. That's where the difference is made, where people earn success, love, growth, and purpose. It's in those small, quiet moments when they act even when they don't want to. That's where transformation happens. That's what true champions understand. When you make a commitment and say you're going to achieve something, do yourself a favor. Never deceive yourself. Because self-deception is the most damaging thing a person can ever do. You may think you're fooling others, your peers, your mentors, your coach, but in the end, when you face that reflection in the mirror, the truth remains. You've only been lying to yourself. Your life, your choices, your results, they're all yours. Every decision you make right now will shape your tomorrow. Take full command of your time, your focus, your energy. Ask yourself, where does that inner switch turn on? That moment when something inside you decides, "I'm not stopping here." That's your overdrive. It's what empowers you to go farther, push harder, and reach deeper than before. It takes both heart and reason to unlock your full potential. To give absolutely everything, you must step beyond your limits, because both emotion and logic have breaking points. When logic runs out and nothing seems to make sense anymore, that's when you let your emotion, your passion, your frustration, your fear drive you forward. And when emotion begins to crumble, that's when you call upon reason, structure, and willpower to hold the line. When your feelings scream that you've had enough, when your body tells you it can't take anymore, override those emotions with calm, deliberate determination that says one thing: I don't quit. Conquer weak emotions with the strength of your mind. When logic tells you it's impossible, rise with the fire of emotion. Between those two forces, mind and heart, lies your true power. It's there you find the courage to say to yourself, "I don't stop now." If you know your worth, then go and claim it. But understand, you must be willing to take the hits without blaming anyone else. Don't say you're not where you want to be because of another person. If you want to rise from one stage to the next, the desire for what's ahead must outweigh the comfort of where you are. Growth happens only when you're truly done with the level you've been living on. When feelings fade, there's often nothing left, but at the end of your principles, there's always a promise waiting. Many people stay stuck because they've let emotions lead them into situations they could have avoided. It's time to regain control. Some of you have been holding back your potential, delaying your someday. Either you never received the right guidance or you had it and didn't act on it. Maybe you're simply not rising early enough to meet your purpose. I don't know what's keeping you busy right now, but when you walk away from this moment, my hope is simple: that you start living for the future you've dreamed of. No more pushing plans to tomorrow. The turning point begins today. And here's the truth: everything you're searching for starts when you look in the mirror. The only person you need to confront is yourself, and once that happens, everything changes. You'll rise to a level you've never reached before. You say you want to advance, to go higher, but if your effort is half-hearted, you're only deceiving yourself. Forget the excuses, forget the distractions. If you want to grow, to live fully, to achieve, then stop talking about it and commit completely. Don't run away from challenges. Run toward them. Stop repeating what's holding you back. The greatest people in any field don't avoid struggle. They move through it. The more difficult the path, the greater the reward. You can't keep saying you want success without being willing to live the truth behind those words. Watching motivation, reading quotes, or collecting advice doesn't change anything until you act. You already have the knowledge, the access, and the tools, but now it's time to execute. When the moment arrives, when it's time to hunt for what you want, the real difference between winners and everyone else is readiness. When the time comes, be prepared to move. Everyone craves the glory, but few embrace the grind. Many admire champions, but only a few are willing to endure what champions endure. Everyone loves the spotlight, but the long hours, the sacrifices, the pain, that's what separates the real ones from the rest. I've come to love the process. I find joy in the work that builds strength and results. Because the truth is this: you should never wish for something more than you're willing to work for it. Your results should never exceed your effort. Yet many people hope, but they don't hustle. If you choose the easy route, your life will eventually be hard. But if you choose the hard path now, your life will become easier later. All I need from you is one declaration: expect to win. Say it with power. Today marks the end of losing. Yesterday was the last day you accepted failure. From this point forward, expect victory, expect progress, expect the best outcomes. When you set goals, believe in their success. Approach every morning like a winner. Speak as though you've already made it. Act as if everything you touch will prosper. When you begin to expect greatness, you stop falling short. Don't surrender on yourself. Don't quit too soon. So many give up right before the finish line. Remember, the human spirit is unbreakable. There's almost nothing in this world stronger than your will to rise again. Greatness lives within you. You just have to silence the noise, the voices outside and the critic inside, and tell yourself with full conviction, I'm going to make this happen. I'm taking control of my will and nothing will stand in my way. I've earned this. I don't need an alarm clock. My passion pulls me out of bed. My purpose fuels my mornings. I rest with it. I rise with it. Listen carefully. Everything you feed your mind matters. The words you read, the music you hear, the people you keep around, every bit of it must fuel your dream. I'm telling you, victory is possible. You can rise no matter the challenges. You can overcome no matter the setbacks. You can succeed no matter how heavy life feels. Your background doesn't define your ceiling. Your bank account doesn't limit your destiny. You were built to win. Even if the path feels steep, even if the heat of pressure rises, keep pushing because you can pull through. Good isn't enough for greatness. Great isn't enough for legacy. Legends are carved from fire. It's the grind that shapes you, the unseen work, the private discipline, the hours spent when the world isn't watching. You don't become a champion under the lights. You become one in silence, when no one's cheering, when it's just you and your will. When doubt whispers, you stand tall within yourself and declare, I'm in charge now. Every choice you make shapes your mind. Strengthen your thoughts, sharpen your focus, prepare for what you desire because preparation is proof of expectation. Success doesn't come by comfort or convenience. It comes through sacrifice, commitment, and persistence. I didn't reach this point through laziness or endless distractions. I got here through relentless consistency. I stopped making excuses, stopped settling for average, stopped pretending tomorrow would be different. One day I decided that the standard I lived by wasn't enough. I raised it. I refused to be ordinary. I made a choice. Enough is enough. Every transformation begins with a single decision: to stop waiting and start moving. You have what it takes. The potential within you is greater than the pressure around you. But the world won't hand you greatness. You have to claim it through discipline, faith, and action. From this moment, promise yourself that you'll rise earlier, work harder, and believe deeper. Refuse to let fear, fatigue, or doubt dictate your story. You are the author now. Take that energy, that fire inside you, and aim it toward your purpose. Speak to yourself with power. Walk with conviction. Push with heart. You were created for more. Now go prove it. If this message stirs something within you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Comment your commitment below, and let's build a generation that refuses to settle. Your breakthrough begins now. Stand up and make your move.